Welcome to the Michael Eco Foundation MEF Legend Series, a program dedicated to documenting the lives and legacies of those who have shaped the fabric of our society. I am your narrator, Belinda Nwobodo. Today, we delve into the life of a man whose journey is as complex as it is inspiring. From a humble classroom in Umuezike village to the national presidency of the All Nigeria Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools and CATS, Ozo Paul Chuks Enu is a man who redefined what it means to be an educator in Nigeria. But his story doesn't end at the school gates. As the regent and prime minister of the Ebe ancient kingdom, Ozo Enu has navigated the precarious waters of community governance, political fireworks, and the sacred, sometimes lonely path of the Ozo tradition, where the tongue is sworn to truth and integrity is the only currency. In this edition, hosts Uchenna Ekwo and Paul Enu discuss the unfounded rumors, the reforms that saved technical education, and what happens when a man chooses to stand his ground in the face of governors and crusaders alike.
To begin with, by the grace of God, I welcome you again to my Paul house in Umuezike, Ebe. Precisely, if you come to Umuezike, we have 3 hamlets: Emama, Uwem, and one happen to be of one hamlet at the 3 divisions. Fortunately, unfortunately, we are the smallest in size and perhaps in other potentials. But that's how God made it. But it is good to say that even at every platform from our ancestors, one had ever been a presenter of one of the wisest person in Ebe. The much I can remember was the Kenny. In his time, I knew when I was young when he died. Ebe can never conclude any discussion without his input. And he would never, story has it, he would never talk until the board has finished. And his silence would remain at a point. People would ask me, are you sleeping? This is how we consider. And I even got it from him. My father did the same. So after his own, my father became the next wise man. That's also Hindu. So I was at that level. After him, I came to be. It's not by age, it was a gift of God. So my family is a Aboriginal family. You know, one hamlet. One hamlet. Our direct family is also a Hindu family. As I mentioned before, we were 5 in number. Okay. Look, then he died as a cook. He was a friend and produced a church education to this family. You can even be the age of your father.
This edition explores the improbable rise of a village teacher who became a national leader in education and a pillar of community governance in Ebe, Enugu State.
I happen to be the last child of my mother. Well, I started school late. You know, in those days, the money wasn't there. So I said,
they say you have to measure your hand.
I have passed that stage to say, I could go move before. So, because the money wasn't there, Luke was really breadwinner. Then he put Ezo on a cool. Ezo was on our top. Already the chicken, they will take a carry on our top. I said, with it, what I'm saying, you can put them together. So he wasn't getting money as in the peak. Yeah. But he vowed to continue where Nico stopped. Continue the education. training work. Fortunately, we got married early. I was standard sick, but she was brainy too. Life trained me. I attended the primary school. And after that, my brother bought a form for me from GTC Enugu. After I was said and done, I was placed under motor mechanics work, trade. We were taught by Europeans. That was 1963 to 65. It was a 3-year program. But we were stopped to go to practical. If you see this car, any car we had, as he started, I took to him first. I'm a mechanic myself.
I didn't know.
So after that, I went to USC training school, Frankfurt. Tractor and equipment section. So all this tractor, it moving. We were there. We were there until war broke out. Then from there, I started taking city and grades, intermediate, final, medical certificates. It was the highest in that field. Then the war broke out and records. And from behind the also in fact, they broke once. Gave it to for this woman. So I live in Africa. I'm raised a coward and my friend.
First, from classroom to national leadership, Paul Enu's career began in the humble surroundings of Umezike village. His journey is a testament to the power of education as a tool for social mobility. The principal of GTC, during his 15-year tenure at Government Technical College, GTC Enugu, he transformed the perception of technical education. His peers across Nigeria elected him president of the All Nigeria Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools, recognizing his reformist vision.
By and large, after the war, I started teaching because they terminated at one point. After 3
Because you guys were in Biafra.
Right, in Biafra, and I now told Biafra, I'm going to go. So I said, now, this is a teaching. In fact, it was through me that this my brother got into teaching. Because I got teaching, I told him there's a chance to then I introduced the teaching. So from teaching, I was posted to Umwezi Training Center. From there, I came to Oka, GTC. That's in fact the dog. I was in Aba when dog Ozo came back from Poland. We were looking to the deep water.
Yes.
I saw recipes. Yes. So from there, after some time, I created Anambra.
Anambra State. Yeah, from East Anambra.
Then I came back. Went to Oka GTC. From Oka GTC in 1982, I became a principal. Father compared me to be, because I was doing well. I was head of department. I was so look at no CJC, all of my project for education. So Father compared me to go to the remotest place in Kano to be the principal. I asked him why I'm not support. You don't understand. I'm going to play with you. Even in the school, they are going to go. Now I'm going to he came to me when I had the first because he promised me first in the house. If that boy he came to see me there. Now, from there, so we moved to Ogo forward to school. But I had the first work there. From there, I went to Umwezi. From Umwezi, I came to GTC. So, along the line, I had to go to. I didn't learn anything new. Nesut, only your mama will have to arrange words. I knew more than them technically. I had to go there and get the certificate. I entered my master's at a point. Now, I can go to what's it. And some of my students, I thought, were lecturers. They frustrated me.
Oh my God.
To get the answer. I said, did they say now? So they had all my better.
Yeah.
I can speak more than they can write more than myself.
Oh, yeah.
It's disheartening to compare what's happening then, the education then, and what is happening today. Just like everyone at being turned upside down. In those days, people valued the education above money. People expect education more than money. But in these days, people now decide to talk of money instead of education. In those days, there was no gospel. People were giving certificates on their merit. But this time, people are cutting corners. By making education to be a disaster. So there's no way. That time life was smooth. In fact, I want to say that because of the way we left education, this crooked life, armed robbery, burglary, this kidnapping came up because we relegated education and placed wealth higher and above it. There was no morality. In those days, there was morality. Whether the Europeans were deceiving us or not, they made us to obey their laws. That if you don't obey them, you are not going to progress. So it's okay. For this time, people are now condemning church. You can see somebody come and say, what is God? What is Christianity? I want to say that maybe to be the much I can again represent it. After the war, vision became worse. Decline, but in our time, I would have gone to GTC if it's not on merit. And my blocks now can go to market, you inject and GTC. I was always selected for the few because I was brainy. I did the exam, I passed, I made technical, practical, and I passed. I'm going to book it up, in the jail, and because of the way the Europeans, I want to tell you that thing. Remember, I condemned the Europeans. They helped us a lot. They modified us. They created a code of conduct, code of morality, which we obeyed. But immediately they left, in my mother. So I would say, after they would say from 1970, things changed abysmally, very bad, on the decline.
And continues to be on the decline.
Continues to be on the decline. Even when I was, in our time, we always start team every year in motor. Year 1, year 2, year 3, only 13 of us.
Second, breaking the stigma of technical education. One of Enu's most significant contributions was the integration reform. Before his intervention, technical schools were often seen as a last resort for the indigent. He integrated technical curriculum with formal secondary education, elevating the status of vocational training and ensuring students were equipped for both the workshop and the university.
But when I went to GTC, because of the awareness I created, I'm a product of GTC, and because of the pressure, I was taking almost 200 in motor. Yes! But the more, the less the assimilation,
yes, right.
the less the quality. To mention a few. When I was,
but were you put under pressure to admit the more than the requirement?
Yeah. Government had to say that. They want to government take a school. To tell you. They be sending names, minister, governor, commissioners, this and that. And then we will care your children. We have to care. So we were under pressure. And then but the government was here. Before, when we were in GTC, all the government vehicles, all the government motor, all the government houses, all the government furniture were being serviced and maintained by GTC products. Yes. Or East Central State kind of way. East Central State.
Yeah, East Central State.
Yes. The youth I even as many support. I even as service. But what did you see after the war? When talk submit, they take it to a friend, then duplicate the cost of the repair. The kind of repair wake up. So things started to go. If you're going to talk about the kind of education, it's a wrong story. The way to begin the family system is put him around the peg, around the pole. If there's no change in our electoral system, my brother, I will painfully and constantly tell you.
Third, the GTC fireworks, Nnamani versus Mbaka. Mr. Enu found himself at the center of a historic political and religious storm. As principal of GTC, he was caught between Governor Chimaroke Nnamani and Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, who held his famous crusades on the school grounds. This period tested his administrative resolve, leading to a suspension that he describes as a pivotal, albeit painful, moment in his career. Fourth, the Ozo tradition. Paul Enu is not just an administrator, he is a custodian of culture. His elevation to the Ozo title is defined by three pillars: dignity, integrity, and pacificity. Isa ile, the oath of the tongue. To be Ozo is to be sacrosanct in truth. The candidate takes an oath never to tell or support a lie. Pacificity. As an Ozo, he is fundamentally a peacemaker, even when navigating the complexities of his role as the Okuroha, regent and prime minister of the Ebe ancient kingdom. Fifth, embracing the controversial tag. Ozo Enu's public salutation, Ihe di Ebe n'onu, meaning many Ebe indigenes gossip a lot, reflect his wit and his refusal to be cowed by rumors. He adopted this name following the intercommunal dispute between Ebe and Egede in the 1990s, turning the unsavory reviews of his detractors into a badge of honest defiance. That was Ozo Paul Chuks Enu, a veteran educator and a custodian of culture who reminds us that Isaile, the oath of integrity, is not just a tradition, it is a way of life that often comes with a steep price. His story is a vital chapter in the history of Enugu State and the Nigerian educational system. The Michael Eco Foundation believes that the stories of our legends are the blueprint for our future. However, documenting these lives, preserving the voices of those who witnessed our history firsthand, requires resources and collective effort. If you believe in the importance of preserving our heritage and highlighting the exploit of notable figures like Ozo Enu, we invite you to support the MEF Legends series. Your contributions allow us to continue this high-quality broadcast, reach wider audiences, and ensure that the wisdom of our elders is never silenced by time. To partner with us or make a donation, please visit our website at www.mefglobal.org or contact us directly at info@mefglobal.org. Every contribution helps us keep the legacy alive. Thank you for listening. And remember, a nation that honors its legends honors its future. I will see you in the next edition.